It's the night of part three. Well, it's like almost 2 in the morning now. It's been a rough night. It's been rough. It's been like I've gone through all the feels tonight. I've cried. I've been angry. I've been grateful. I've gone through all the feels tonight, and I just feel like I don't know. I listened to some words, some positive words of affirmation, some positive podcasts, and did a little TikTok scrolling. And even on my TikTok scroll, I kept running across positive videos, and I just I just feel like you know me going through these motions of up down up down up down feeling good and then feeling scared, feeling worried, feeling afraid, not knowing what's next. But then in the next instance, I feel positive. I feel ready for whatever. It's like I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I'm calibrating. I feel like I'm getting into a specific energy that I've never been in before. I feel like I'm I don't know. I want to say I feel like I'm going somewhere, but I don't mean it physically. I mean, I could, I don't know, but in my mind right now, I feel like I mean it spiritually. Like I'm going somewhere. Like my spirit, my frequency, my vibration is elevating to somewhere different than where it's been. And I feel like me going through all of these emotions is like, that grace period of like a newness, like of change. I feel like I'm going through that. And it's it's hard, but I don't know. It's like I'm here for it. Like whatever it is, I'm here for it. And I want to encourage you that if you're going through something and you're having moments like me where your emotions are up and down, just go with it. Just go with the flow. Feel what you feel. If you're angry, be angry. If you're sad, be sad. Cry, scream, whatever you need to do to let that emotion out, to connect with that emotion. But don't hold it in. Don't fight it. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be scared of it. Just go with the flow of it and move through it because you're going to get to feeling good. You're going to get to feeling better. Just keep going. So, I don't know. I'm making this part of part four. So, I'll see y'all later, tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. But, this will be part four for y'all. Anyway, I'm finna get some rest. It's late. Gotta get up early, of course. Mom duty. But anyway, bye. Okay, so it's early in the morning. It's like 7. I just ran all the way back to my room, to my hotel. It's storming outside. I had to wait outside in the rain an extra 30 minutes because the Cadillac decided they wanted to pass me and my daughter on the street. We standing there at the bus stop and it passes us, soaking wet. Let me show y'all my hood. This is my hoodie, soaking wet. You probably can't tell. You see it's dripping on it. I'm saying all of this to say that I'm definitely under attack. I know it's people, practical people who like, life happens. This ain't just life happening. This is attacks, spiritual attacks against me and my energy to try to get me down. But I was laughing. My daughter pissed off. I was laughing. But, she's pissed off because she got to go to school wet. I told her 5 times, girl, we can just go home. You can sit this one out. It's the last week of school. You can miss a day. My baby don't like missing school for nothing. But it's a spiritual attack. And I know it's a spiritual attack because All the other tactics have not been working. I told you last night, I'll get in my feels and, I'll be upset, but I'll get over it. I get past it. I don't dwell in it. And the enemy, like, wait, hold up. This is not how it's supposed to go. But I'm saying all of that to say, you gotta laugh through your pain. If I was not laughing right now, I'd be crying. I had to run all the way home. The bus stop is probably a 5 minute walk from us. I have not ran since I've moved. No, I'll say we did stay in a hotel that had a gym in it. So I would say I have not ran since January, maybe the beginning of February. And I just ran all the way home and I'm still so, look at my freshly washed and blow dry hair. It better not be wet up under there. But the way it's dripping, we'll see. But anyway, God is good. Thankfully, I love to double bag my hair and I have my hoodie on completely dry. A win is a win. A win is a win. So it's later in the day. It's much later. I'm actually recording pretty late, but I'm still going to get the video up and I'm still going to do another vlog tomorrow. But I just wanted to check in. It's like 11 something. It's probably like 11. Let me see. It's 11:40 p.m. on May 20th. And today has been a day. It's been a day. So you saw the previous clips and now we're here. So what I did not touch bases on in those other clips was number one, with the rain. Why did the rain stop as soon as I got inside and dried off? And simultaneously, by the time my daughter made it to school, the rain had stopped. And y'all still don't believe it's a spiritual attack, or is it coincidence? Y'all believe in coincidences? I don't believe in coinkydinks. I feel like everything has a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. That's how I feel. So I did take some notes because last night I would have constantly been recording, and I wanted to get to bed. It was already late, but I wanted to touch bases on the fact that I feel like at nighttime, since everybody's home from work, it's just a lot more energies in the building, and I feel like I feel them, and I feel like I need to do like a separate sort of protection on my energy since I am empathic and I do pick up on a lot of people's energy. So that coupled with my own things that I got going on, I'm hearing insecurities. I feel like that's going on a lot in the collective. It's definitely going on a lot in this building, but I feel like I need to give me a nightly ritual to do before I go to bed. Probably when the sun go down, child, because it gets heavy, heavy. But I was saying that one of the lessons that I'm learning from this is that Spirit is showing me where my spiritual protection is lacking, and I see exactly where it's lacking, as far as like I was just saying. So the pursuit of happiness. That movie came up last night, like right before I was going to bed, like right after I recorded that first clip. The movie The Pursuit of Happiness came up, and I don't know about y'all, but I've never watched that movie and not cried. That movie has always touched my heart. It's like it feels a bit like what I'm going through, like people not having the faith in me. Well, certain people not having the faith in me working so hard and people not seeing my progress. Even sometimes I don't see my progress, but I still keep going. I still keep doing the work because I feel so passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I love being a healer. I love getting on here, giving y'all the messages that y'all need, connecting with spirit for y'all in times of need. I love that. And I feel like even though at this present moment, because doing what I do, I have made finance. I have been lucrative with it, but it's like just in this time period of my life, this probably the last, I want to say the last year or two, it just hasn't, it just hasn't been doing what I expected it to do. And I know that that's normal for businesses, especially, a spiritual practice. A lot of people have to learn to trust you, and want to work with you, want to share their personal business with you, but they got to have some sort of trust within you. And the thing that I've noticed about my practice is that I don't get people doing reviews for me. And that's strange because they always tell me how much I help them. They do tell other people, but as far as like having the reviews online, because that's where my business is mostly based online, I don't have reviews online. Like, I don't have any people who get on and comment about the work that I've done for them, or who post reviews on any of my platforms or anything. And I don't have a problem with that, but also it's like people have to build their own ideas about me just based on what they see, instead of me personally being able to work with them one on one, which is fine. I'm getting off subject, but saying all of that to say, what was I saying? Hey, you, pursuit of happiness, squirrel. But it's just, it's like going for your passions, even through adversities, even through going through scarcity and lack and hard times and doubtful times, and still going for it, because that you don't know any other way. Like, there's no other way for me to be than who I am. And I just, like, I don't know what else I would do or could do if I wasn't helping people or being a guide for others. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm like, I've gone through all of the jobs. I've even tried other, uh, genres of work as far as working for myself, but they just haven't hit like this hits. Like, I really feel like this is my soul's purpose to do what I'm doing. That's all of the notes that I have. So as far as today, so after the rain, I just felt so like, I was laughing, but I still felt within me. I felt like, I don't want to say defeated, but I just needed a break. I just needed a minute. So I laid down and I took a nap. That's crazy, right? But I laid down and I took a nap. And I remember before I closed my eyes, I said, God, I don't know what you have for me, but I know it's going to be okay. I just ask that you remove the obstacles from my life. I ask that you remove the challenges from my life if they're meant to be removed. And if they're not, then I need the courage to help. I need a sign to keep going. And I went to sleep and I woke up, and I felt different. I felt a little better. I felt a lot better, actually. But my mind was still going a million miles an hour trying to figure out, how I'm going to fix my situation. Now, for those of you who, I don't know, for those of you who maybe have misunderstood what I was saying because of how I worded things, it's not that I'm not able to afford where we live. It's that something came up, something happened, and I had to, like, probably maybe 3 weeks ago, something happened where I had to choose between, am I going to pay the full amount of rent Because yeah, if you don't know, hotel living is expensive. It's just like living in a house. But am I going to pay the full amount, or am I going to buy food for me and my children? You know me, I'm a mother. I had to split it. I decided I was going to pay the majority on the rent, and then the rest I was going to buy us food because we got to eat. We going to eat. That's one thing we going to do is we going to eat so we can have nourishment for our bodies. But that's how it all started in the first place. But anyway, something happened. I feel like I got some sort of thought, and I started going with the thought. I started following along with the steps of a particular train of thought that I was having. And I ended up in conversation with someone, and this person just gifted me money. It wasn't for work. It was just, we were just having a conversation, and this person just gifted me money. And it was exactly the amount that I needed to be caught up on the rent for the room. And it's like, I feel like something like that would have happened anyway. But I feel like because I remained as high vibrational as I possibly could, instead, because like I said in one of the previous clips, I did last night. I went through all the motions. I cried. I was angry. I was talking to God. I'm like, Lord, you told me to do this, and yet I'm doing this, and nothing is going right. Like, even though that was not completely true, but you know, when you're in one of those desperate, I guess I'll use that word, one of those desperate spaces where you're worried and stressed out, it's like I'll never get nothing. You know, you get into that space, and I was saying that, you know, everything's just falling apart. Like I just like, what am I doing wrong? And I had to remind myself that I'm not going through this because I did something wrong. Like, I know I speak a lot about karma, but also there are certain things that people go through, specific people go through, because they are meant for a greater purpose, or they are meant to do something from that experience to help others. And I know that me going through this is not just for me, it's for a collective of people. And after I got off the phone with this person, this angel, I ended up listening to a podcast that one of my friends sent me. And the podcast was speaking, it was very transparent. It was like my life from a different perspective, like not from a different perspective. It was like the person that was on the podcast, my friend, she was speaking on her experiences. She was being transparent in a podcast, just like what I'm doing here. And it just made everything feel so much more right. Like it felt like alignment. Like me doing this and me hearing that podcast when I heard it, because she had sent it to me before, but I hadn't had a chance to listen to it. And it's like all things work together for the good of those that serve the Lord. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I know that there may be people who watch me who aren't very godly, or aren't very Christian, or aren't very spiritual, but you watch me for your own personal reasons, maybe for entertainment. Maybe it is something that you hear and you get something out of. But I feel like there is a higher power, there is a higher source. Even if you feel like you are the source, like the God in you is what's guiding you. And I just feel like everything works together for us. All we got to do is stay faithful, stay prayerful, try to feel good, even through the sadness, even through the struggles, even through the strife. Try to feel good. Try to find a reason to be grateful. Take you some breaths. Go running, cause like I said, I ain't been running in a while. But when I ran for my life because it was raining cat like the puddle of water that I was running in from time to like at different spots was like this. It was that big, like up a little past my ankle, and I was running, child. He was running. She was running, and I was soaking wet. And I remember as I was running, I kept thinking, "Oh my God, I'm not tired." Like it was so weird because the last time I ran. It was two times I ran this year before today. The first time I ran, child, when I got back, I felt like I was about to die. The second time I ran, oh no, I'm mixing them up. The first time it was pretty easy. The second time was when I felt like I was about to die. The first time was easy because I was in a gym at a hotel, a different hotel. And the second time I was running outside in the cold. And I was doing too much. But anyway, it felt freeing. I felt like I want to do this more. And I don't run here because one, I'm a single woman. I'm by myself and I don't really know this area. When in the place that I was living in before, it was an apartment. It was very safe. It was kind of off to the side. It wasn't no drama or nothing going on. But over here, it's not like that. So I feel like I just need to figure out how I can run over here and feel safe, feel secure and be safe. But anyway, saying all of that to say, you have to do things to keep yourself occupied. I cleaned up, I mopped, I did everything, child. And like, I even cleaned my floors with, cause I had created some, cleansing water. I did it with sage and cinnamon and some cloves. I did it like months ago, and I still have some left. And I brought it. I've been bringing it with me everywhere I've been thus far. And I mopped the floors with it, and it was like when I did that, it felt like that's what helped me. And not saying that you have to do rituals or anything in order for things to work out for you because it's to each his own. But for me, what helped me was connecting with God, connecting with the Most High, connecting with God and Goddess. Because don't forget, me, I believe there is a God and a Goddess. That's why I always say the Most High, because I kind of group them together. But I was guided to do it. So I did it. Every time I get a little inkling to do something, I do it. No matter if I'm laying down and I'm tired, if I feel like God is like, do this, I get up. And then if I'm too tired, and I'll be like, I think to myself, do you want things to get better for you, or you want them to stay how they are? And I get up every time. That's what I'm saying, y'all. You gotta coach yourself through this stuff. You can't just allow for yourself to be in victim mode. You can't just allow for yourself to stay in depression because it is easy to do that. That's the easy way to go. You have to work for it. You don't just work for money. You don't just work for, success. You got to work for your mental and emotional health as well. You got to put in the work for that. It's not gonna be a bed of roses to heal yourself. It takes work. It takes consistency. So now that I've had my little spiel of what I think I want to name this one, laughing instead of crying and yielding positive results. Cause child, today was a day. It was like a roller coaster. Say what? All right, let's get y'all some messages. Welcome to part 4. We on part 4, guys? We on part 4, I think. Yeah. Okay. Part 4 of this mini vlog, this limited limited edition. Okay, limited edition mini vlog with part 4 being laughing instead of crying. Why laugh? Why cry when you can laugh? I mean, you can do both. Cause I did. I did both of them. Not today, but last night I did. I did all of it. You would have thought I was 5 different people. But yeah, let's see what messages come out for you. What do you need to know right now? What will help you at this point, at this phase? I was gonna say at this point in your career. So some of you may be having struggles in your career. It might not be financial, but it might just be like, people just be having problems at work sometimes. If the money good, but the stress level isn't worth it. Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. But okay, I need some clarity on this one. I pulled out another deck that I haven't pulled out in a while. It was calling to me. This is the Witch's Tarot. I want to get clarity on this card because what I'm feeling is like, for some of you, there's an offer coming in, but we've been getting that message. But it's like it's an offer coming in, but I feel like it's half mass. It's something about it that's half mass. It's like a half, I guess, a half-ass opportunity. Like somebody's gonna come in offering you something, and they can offer you more. So maybe there might be like some sort of negotiation period if it's work, because my thought was about career. But if it's not work, if it's like love or something, make them do better. You deserve better. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what I feel like is somebody is coming in fast. The offer is half mass because they're coming in quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. But it's say the first part of it is let's get this party started right. But some people feel the need to rush in so that they don't miss out. Their fear of missing out is that's the energy that I'm picking up. But somebody's coming in quickly with an offer because they see something in you. They see you're a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright to see. Yeah, I feel like somebody sees something within you. Like you make somebody feel like they need you in their company, in their life, in their energy. You have something that they need. You have something that you can add to them, something to better something that they got going on. But it's an offer coming in. I'm hearing don't settle, okay? Just because you get an offer, don't mean you gotta take it. Even if you don't got no more offers. Because I done told y'all before, I've got plenty. Like, I got a misload of emails with people offering me something that that's not what I want. Just because you ask me don't mean I gotta say yes. Like my people pleasing days, so gone, so long gone. Like no, and it only gets better with time. Like it's like when you have been like a people pleaser for so long, you kind of back out of it in like increments. And I feel like I'm getting so good at standing up for what I want, for the things that matter to me, and keep my boundaries strict, that I'm getting better. Like I'm better and better. I'm really almost at a space. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost at a space where I'm immovable from like It'll be certain things, like especially with my kids, where I'll cave and I'll just be like, okay, whatever. But I don't even want to always be in the space with them where I cave in. I want to stick to my boundaries. I want to stand on business, 10 toes, because I'm pretty easygoing anyway. So if I say no or if I'm on the fence about it, it's for a good reason. So yeah, let's see. So of course we are getting the message of like somebody's feeling some sort of loss. Some of you may have had like a loss within like a connection, or you're in like the process of it. Some of you are just having a difficult journey. Like me, like this queen you see before you. Like, sometimes stuff happens, shit happens. You just gotta roll with the punches and go with the flow. But I feel like there's somebody who it's like I'm picking up because you have had like some sort of loss or hard road. You're not a very sharing person anymore, or you hold on to like let me, as an example, it's like you grew up not having many funds. So as an adult, you kind of like a penny pincher. You kind of a little frugal. You don't invest in people or things like you are able to because of your past, and it feels like something that you need to heal from. I also pick up on like hoarding. Somebody be hoarding. Like, you might be somebody who you got a bunch of clothes in the closet with tags on them, or you got a bunch of clothes that you don't wear no more, you can't even fit no more, don't even like no more. If you don't send that stuff to the Goodwill, or I wouldn't say the Goodwill, I would say somewhere else, like a shelter or something, because I I like thrifting, but I just don't like the idea that if I take it to the Goodwill, even though I know there are other thrift stores, but I'm thinking specifically right now about the Goodwill. Even though I know that you know, if I go donate to the Goodwill, why do I have why does someone else have to go pay for it? Why isn't it being given to people in need? I don't know, but that's just a thought that I always had about the Goodwill. But anyway, like, donate those clothes, the ones with the tags on them. You can donate them, wear them, or sell them. Like, don't have them just in there taking up space for no reason. I also feel like there is like an instance, or there's gonna be like some point where you're gonna need to be compassionate and you probably don't want to. And the guidance behind that is, are you willing to deal with the consequences of you not being compassionate? Because we are meant to be light workers. All of us, everybody is meant to be a light worker. You ain't probably You might not be someone who, you deal only in the light, but you're meant to be in the light and work with light, be compassionate to others, build communities. But if you out here not being compassionate with people, not being understanding of other people in their situations, are you ready to face the karma that you're going to face because of that? Are you willing to face the consequences of your actions or inactions? Is it someone that you can help in a specific way or a certain way, not helping them even though you can? I don't know. It's just some energy of you being able to be of service, or give someone something, or build something with somebody, and you're not doing it because of I'm getting it's like a scenario well, nobody helped me or nobody did that for me. It's like, but you can do it though. You want to perpetuate that cycle of nobody helped you, so you don't want to help others. Like, no, that's not how. We don't want to be like that. You can't. Don't be watching my channel if that's how you want to be, because I'm gonna be encouraging you to do the exact opposite of that. Because I am very big on community, very big on each one, reach one, and teach one. Okay, if you see somebody you can help them. If you need a second opinion, pray about it. Go ask a counselor. I don't know, but you got to figure it out. You're going to learn today. If somebody you can help and you didn't help them. I keep thinking about like what's coming to mind right now is one of those Spider-Mans. I can't remember exactly which one, where Peter could have stopped that robber, but he didn't. And the robber ended up unaliving his uncle. He could have prevented it, but he didn't. He chose not to. He was not compassionate, and therefore he had to face the consequences. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that drastic. But I hope not. But you're gonna face some consequences if the Most High puts situations in front of you that you're able to make a difference in, and you choose not to. You're gonna face the consequences. I feel like there's some sort of partnership. I feel like it's a split in the collective. It's a partnership that you are meant to begin, or it's a partnership that somebody is meant to begin with you, but one or both parties is hesitant about it. I feel like there is money involved and love. So this could be a love situation or a career or financial situation. I feel like in the love department, somebody is different than the usual. I'm gonna say that they're different. I'm I'm picking up Jill Scott. That part always comes to mind when I say, and I'm seeking a love, and I say they're different. I always hear that song. I always hear her say, "You're different and special in every way imaginable, from your hair follicle to your toenails. You got me feeling like a breeze, so easy and free and lovely." Yeah, you'll be surprised. What was I was watching something. It was an African American queen. And she was like, the whole time I thought I needed a tall, dark, and handsome. And I needed a tall, what'd she say? A tall vanilla ginger or something like that. She didn't date anything but black men. But her spouse is a white man. So it's like your person is going to be different. Your soulmate, your kingdom spouse is going to be different. And even if it's not love, your next partner, your next collaboration is going to be different than what you're used to, or different than what you initially planned. But you got to give it a chance. Go on, honey. Take a chance. I'm hearing that song "Sitting on Top of the World" by Brandy. I feel like somebody like got like a lot of pull, a lot of like, I don't know, they got like a lot of connections where they can really help somebody. And they're kind of hesitant on whether or not to reach out. For some of you, this could be like a brand deal. It could be like a brand that it's a big brand, and maybe you're different than what they're used to working with, but they can't stop. They can't keep their eyes off you. You're just too good to be true. I don't know. It's a lot of songs coming up tonight. But what I feel like is that it's a 50-50 chance, which is crazy, but it's a 50-50 chance that these opportunities or these connections will come in because of the person that's hesitant. It's dependent on if they're going to do what they're meant to do or if they're going to just let fear hold them back. And I feel like that's an energy that's been in the collective a lot. Like the fear of the unknown holds back and stops a lot of people from doing things. And that's what the message has been. Like you got to leap and the net will appear. You can try and fail and keep going instead of not trying at all and then wondering like, always having that what if always or having that energy of regret. I mean remorse. Better to try and fail than never to try at all. There's an energy of love and finances coming in. And I feel like for some of you, it's going to come together. You're going to find love in a hopeless place. I'm just kidding. I'm not though. But you're going to find love like in a work situation or you're going to find work in a love situation for some of you. For others of you, it's just you're going to connect with somebody that's totally different than you, or it's going to be an energy of there's one person great at something but not so good at something else, and there's another person who's great at what that person isn't great at. It's like y'all are going to complete each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like an energy of, I don't know, a culmination into something that's great, taking two good things and putting them together to make a great thing. But yeah, that's your message. I send you all so much love and so much light. I thank you all so much for being here on this journey with me. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if this is going to be a thing or I'm just going to keep it limited. But right now, we're just going to keep going with the flow. So drink your water, connect with those emotions, okay? Be gentle with yourself. Keep going, keep moving forward. Feel your feelings. If you mad, be mad. If you sad, be sad. If you happy, be happy. If you thankful, be thankful. But do all of it in a safe manner, especially that mad, because I feel some of y'all energy and y'all don't play, okay? You don't. But, it's a time and a place. But anyway, yeah, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and check that description box. I might need one of those journals down there or one of my ebooks. One of my ebooks, I don't talk about them much, but my ebooks are they're recipes. They have food, they got drinks, they got rituals within them. It's like a mixture. It got all the goodies. It got all of the things. So if you're interested, check the description box. See you on tomorrow's vlog. And I don't try to thank the Lord up above. And if you wonder why I'm loving right, I'm close and I tell you what's up. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes.